Vinyasa. Go ahead and take your knees wide. Lengthen your fingers, so your hands, your arms to the top of your space, and rest your forehead down towards the earth. Feel free to spread your fingers wide here. Start to melt down into your space. Let your body just slowly taken over by gravity as you melt down towards your mat. And connecting with your breath today, pranayama. And take a slightly longer inhale, maybe a 5 count, and a slightly shorter exhale, maybe that's a 3 count. Breathing in and out of your nose if the passageway is clear, if it's possible for you. So your inhale's just longer, more fluid, smooth, even. And on your exhale, it's a little bit shorter, more rapid. A few moments to connect in. Something I've been thinking about today is how sometimes the worst place you can be is in your own mind. An idle mind can spin and weave stories. This is ironic because the biggest source of motivation is your own thoughts. So it's a mindset. So that's why it's important to always remind yourself of your wins, remind yourself of your goals, do stuff that makes you happy, and surround yourself with people that light you up, that fill you up. Now you can start to make your breath Ujjayi pranayama, still keeping the breath longer on the inhale, shorter on the exhales. Constrict your throat and take your breath a little bit deeper, more audible so your neighbor can hear it. Fluid sound like the ocean. Take one more big deep breath in through your nose and out your mouth. Now pressing up to spider fingers to your fingertips, hovering, elevating your palms. Go ahead and walk your palms over to the right side of your mat, and then rest and relax your head, soften your left shoulder, just feel a stretch in your left side body. And breathing into the spaces in between your ribs. Your rest to walk back through center, a full pause through center with a nice long neutral spine. And then walk your fingertips, your spidey hands over to the left. Soften, relax your head, soften your right shoulder. Your hips stay melted down towards your heels. There's space in your rib cage. Now, as you're ready, walk your fingertips back through center. Press your palms into the ground. Take one more nice, long, deep fold. Nice, long, slow, open mouth exhale. On your inhale, press into your palms and rise up to all fours, tabletop pose. Draw your knees under your hips. Fingers are spread wide, planted under your shoulders. Inhale, cow pose. Let your belly melt forward towards the ground and feel a stretch from the low abdomen all the way up. And on your exhale breath, round your spine, cat pose, tuck your chin, stretch the back of your neck. And move with your breath. Inhale, cow. Maybe you tuck your toes here, stretch the soles of your feet. And exhale, cat, untucking your toes, pressing your shins into the ground and actively pressing the earth away to get deeper stretch into the spine. 2 more times with your breath. Taking your time, no rush. And just more, breathe in for your cow pose. And breathe out. Come back to tabletop when you're ready. So already start to feel your core light up, hug your navel towards your spine. Awesome. So bird dog, extend your right leg back, toes to the ground, or option to hover if you feel good, and then reach your left arm forward, getting your balance. We want the shoulders and the hips level to the ground. Keep your right shoulder over your right wrist. Take a breath in, get long. And on your exhale, elbow to knee, squeeze round the back like cat. Press the earth away through your shin and your palm. Inhale, reach back out, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze round. Inhale, get long. Last one, best one. Exhale, squeeze and round. And pause here. Go ahead and hug your shin in, maybe even bringing your knee to your chin. your nose or your forehead. Keep balanced. Nice. Next inhale, reach out, hold it out, get long, long, long. An awkward tabletop as you exhale, pull your left arm out like a cactus arm and draw your right knee in and out to the side like a hydrant pose. Still have the shoulder over the wrist on the grounded palm. Just hold here. Can you flex your toes? Hold for 4, 3, 2. Inhale, get long one more time. And exhale, palm down, knee down. Nice. One round of cat-cow or maybe side-to-side sways just to kind of wipe the slate clean. Back to tabletop pose. This time, left toes go back, right palm reaching forward. So get nice and long. Level your balance, your hips, your shoulders. Breathe in. Exhale, round elbow to knee. Squeeze, hug, press the earth away. Inhale, get long. Exhale, squeeze it in. Last time, reach out. Exhale, squeeze and hold. Go ahead and grab your shin. Squeeze your knee up towards your torso a little more. Maybe you bow and round your knee, touch your chin, nose, or your third eye or forehead. Inhale, reach all the way back out, hold. And then exhale, your awkward tabletop squeeze to your hydrant leg, your cactus arm, flare your fingers wide, level up your shoulder over your wrist, your hip over your knee. Hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, hold it out. Exhale, palm down, knee down. One round cat-cow, wipe your slate clean. Maybe you sway side to side. And tabletop pose once more. So it's going into our gate pose. Pressing into your right knee, take your right toes out to the right. Extend your left leg long, foot in the ground, rise up standing, leveled up over your right knee. So you want your heel about in line with your hips. Take your arms overhead for that breath in. And as you exhale, hinge your hip, reach up for that stretch. Without the heart reaching forward, it is not a back bend. Just breathe into the space in the ribs. Last breath in. And on your exhale, palm all the way to ground, supported side plank. Keep your left hip over the right knee. Lift your leg. Option to flex your toes. Maybe you pulse your leg or draw some circles. Arm can come up, reach forward, whatever you need, organic movement. And maybe you bend your heel towards your glute, reach back, capture your foot, and do a little back bend right here. Open your heart. It's like a dancer's or a sugar cane pose. Kick your foot into your hand. Take your neck wherever it's most comfortable. Last breath in. And on your exhale, slowly release everything back to tabletop pose. So same thing, other side. Take your left toes out to the left side of your mat and extend your right leg nice and long. Rise up so the left body is stacked, hips, ear, shoulder, ribs. Full breath in, arms to sky. And exhale, side body stretch over to your right side this time. Nice long right leg. Avoid pressing down on your knees. Keep the leg strong and active. Kneecap lifted, quad strong. Nice. One more. And on your exhale, supported side plank, palm journeys to the earth under your shoulder. Lift and flex your toes. You can reach nice and long. Any movement here. Maybe taking this into your sugar cane pose. Grab your foot. Kick your foot into your hand and really open your heart up and forward. Nice deep breath in. And exhale, slowly release it back to tabletop pose. Nice job, friends. One more cat-cow. Wipe your slate clean. Sway side to side, whatever you need. And then tuck your toes, breath in, and it's turbo down dog. Keep your knees bent. Try to glue your thighs to your torso and just take a moment to press your hips up and back. Slowly lifting, lowering your heels, and then start to bop your booty, slowly making it into your nice straight legs. You can pedal it out, lengthen your stance, nod your head no and yes, take what you need. Nice, nice, nice. Then finding some stillness in your down dog. Shift your weight into your left foot, propel your right leg up to the sky. And exhale, step between your palms. Your back knee can come down or you can keep it hovered. We're going to melt our heart forward, kind of like it's a cow lunge. Option to untuck your toes. Go ahead and shimmy your hips down and forward. Take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, it's cat lunge. Tuck your back toes. Find 2 straight legs, left hip forward, right hip back. Stretching into your hamstrings, your calf, maybe your front toes lift off the mat, whatever feels good. Nice. Then rooting your right foot down, take a breath in and step forward to forward fold with your breath out. So 2 feet forward, fold in half. Maybe you pedal a little bit. Nice. First halfway lift with your breath in, palms up your shins, roll your shoulders down your back, squeeze your belly in and up. And then forward fold, breath out. Inhale, chair Utkatasana. Send your booty down and back. Sweep the floor, and then reach up. Biceps by the ears or anywhere that feels better on your shoulders. Kind of squeeze your glutes. Can you tuck your tailbone between your heels? Sit a little deeper. Last breath in. As you exhale, airplane arms, sweep them back behind you. High five the ground. Shoulders down your back. Pinkies draw together. Light up your triceps. Keep your core long and tight. Your spine long. Last breath in. Sit a little deeper. Breath out. Press through your feet. Inhale, one leg, or no, a mountain all the way up. Press your toes into the ground, lift your heels. Get nice and tall, a long line of energy. Squeeze your glutes and your thighs engaged. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Heels down, hands to your heart. Nice job. Inhale, circle, sweep down, around and up for mountain. And then this time, grab your left forearm or wrist with your right. Take a breath in, get a little tall, expand your side body. On your exhale, fold over to the right, side body stretch, getting the intercostal muscles opened up in between the ribs. Nice. Inhale, reach all the way up. Switch out your grip. Exhale, side body stretch to the left. Let your hips really go to that right side. Spread the ribs. Inhale, up, palms to the sky. Exhale, a little back bend of your choice. Maybe it's supported. First time here. Lift and open your heart. Inhale, mountain pose, Tadasana, arms up. Exhale, forward fold in half. Halfway lift, inhale, breath along spine. And exhale, high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. I'll walk us through the first one. You step to high plank, shift slightly forward, breath in. Low plank, breath out, hug your elbows in. Inhale, upward facing dog on your toes, peel your heart forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. You can always hold high plank or just skip that and go to your down dog. Nice, friends. Inhale your left leg to the side. Exhale, low lunge, step between your palms. Inhale, cow lunge, back knee can melt down. Lift and open your heart. Stretch the right upper thigh, the groin, hip flexor. And on your exhale, cat lunge, send your hips back, 2 straight legs, right hip forward, left hip back. You can lift your front toes if you want or keep them grounded. Nice. Inhale to plant your front foot. Exhale, step both feet forward, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold again. Inhale, chair Utkatasana. Sweep the earth. Hands to sky. Engage your inner thighs, sit back a little deeper. Feel like you're knitting your ribs in, even though your heart's opening and expanding. Core tight, navel to spine. Breath in. Airplane arms, breath out, sweep them back. Elevate your palms a little higher and squeeze the little fingers in together. Last breath in. Sit a little deeper, breath out. Inhale, mountain pose on tippy toes. Slowly rise up to standing. Activate your calves. Press the balls of your feet down. Hold for 4, 3, reach, expand a little more. Last 2, and 1, heels down, hands to your heart. Inhale, Tadasana, grab your left forearm or wrist. Exhale, fold over to the right. Inhale up through center, switch your grip. Now exhale to the left side. Inhale through center, palms up. Exhale, back bend of your choice, lift your heart. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, fold in half. Halfway lift, breath in. High to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Take it or leave it, skip it or flow through it. Use your breath. Inhale, upward facing dog, tops of toes, press down. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in, big breath out. All right, friends, nice job. Inhale your right leg to the sky and find scorpion dog, heel to glute, knee lifts. You're opening the inner thighs. Make sure you distribute the weight equally on both palms. Keep your left knee forward. Make about 3 hip circles here in one direction. Just roll your hips, roll the knee, trace circles. Just 3 times, and then switch directions with your knee circles. Keep your hips high, fingers spread wide. After your third, find your scorpion dog, knee to sky, breath in. And exhale, knee to your nose, shimmy forward, hug your knee to your torso, shoulders over your wrists. Really press the earth away, high on your back toes. Inhale, scorpion dog, right knee comes up. Exhale, knee to your opposite elbow, swivel from your navel, shoulders again over the wrist, back heel high. Now inhale, 3-leg dog, right leg up and back. Exhale, low lunge, step between your palms. Back heel pivots down, warrior 2, inhale, slowly rise up. Strong and steady legs, expand and open up. Feet press down and root. As you rise up, pulling up against gravity, using the strength of your legs, light up your back thigh, feel your glute light up, press the earth away. Nice, friends, take one more breath in. An extended side angle with your breath out. Shift your hands, maybe your front arm to your thigh. We're working on binds today, so option to take your top arm to your low back. Maybe your fingers creep around to the top of your thigh. Maybe you drop gently that right arm down along your front leg, and you reach underneath and grab another hand underneath you or your leg. You can use a belt or a strap here if you have it, but keep your heart up and open rather than down towards the ground. Bring your ribs underneath you. Take one more breath in. Stay breath out. Now maybe you release the full bind, but keep your half bind if you have it. Inhale, reverse triangle, rise up to standing. Take your front palm up and overhead, that side body stretch, send your hips forward and pull all that energy up again. Make sure your knee is tracking forward, but it's still back, that nice straight leg. You can bend as much as you need. Make sure you avoid hyperextension in your knee. Just take one last. Exhale, full triangle, Trikonasana. Reach forward as you send your hips actively back, and then you TikTok your hands here once more. So it shapes a lot of obliques. So want to make sure the knee, if it is bent at all, it's tracking forward over the toes, press the earth down, and then feel your obliques light up. So your ribs are spinning, so they're at the same track line as your low thigh, your upper thigh rather. And you can either press your forearm into your shin or grab your shin and reach up for the sky to feel those obliques light up. Shoulder blades in your back. One more breath in. One more breath out. Inhale, reverse your warrior, bend into your front knee so it's over your ankle, tracking forward over your toes. And then last side, body stretch. Again, it's not dumping the heart forward. It's not a back bend. So reach up out of your hip crease. Last inhale. And exhale, cartwheel your palms to the earth, high to low plank, step or float your foot back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Take it or leave it. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in, big breath out. So same thing, other side. Inhale your left leg up and back, and find your scorpion dog, knee to the sky. Make sure your right knee is tracking forward. You're actively pressing your hips back through your palms. Find 3 hip circles right here. You can imagine tracing a big circle on the wall with your knee. Just go in one direction 3 times. And then go in the opposite direction, actively opening up the hip, getting into our range of motion. Nice, and then scorpion dog, knee to the sky, breath in. Exhale, knee to your nose, squeeze as you shift forward, shoulders over wrists. Try to hug your knee in and up a little more, high on your back toes. Inhale, scorpion dog, left knee high. Exhale, knee to opposite elbow, tap forward, shoulders over wrists, one time. Inhale, left leg high, you can extend and lengthen. Exhale, low lunge, step between your palms. Warrior 2, inhale, open up to standing. So your right leg's on behind you now, toes face forward. You've got about heel to arch alignment. Grow your wingspan or keep your hands at your heart, whatever you need. Press the earth down, grow your roots, but get tall. You've got a slight twist of your with ears, shoulders, and hips all lined up. Feel that full body engagement. Look past your front fingers. Last breath in. Extended side angle, breath out, shift and TikTok your hands. You can always come to base with forearm as thigh, like a home base,
Or maybe you take that top half bind. Fingers might crawl through to your thigh. Maybe a full bind, get a little lower, deeper into your lunge. See if you can reach the fingertips, or take a belt right here between your hands. Open your top shoulder, soft from your ear. Front knee stays over the ankle, tracking forward. Spin your ribs to stack, hovered, held strong over your top thigh. Last breath in, last breath out. Inhale, reverse triangle, maybe keeping the half bind with your low back to your back. Send your hips forward, really strong in the legs. We want to squeeze the inner thighs. We're firing up the quads, kneecaps engaged. Reach up and back a little more, get more space without making it about a back bend here. Last breath in. And exhale, full triangle pose, Trikonasana. Reach as far forward as you send your hips back. Then tick-tock your hands to 6 and 12. And making it about some oblique work here, firing up our strong side bodies. You can grab your shin and reach for the sky. Maybe just poke yourself in the side body. Make sure your heart is still open to the side. Top shoulder, right shoulder is soft from your ear. Tailbone tucking towards your back heel. Last breath in, last breath out. Inhale, reverse your warrior, bending into the front knee, peeling up out of your hip crease and out through the ribs. You can always look at your back heel, whatever feels best here. Knee is tracking forward over your big and second toe. Last breath in. Exhale, cartwheel your palms to the earth. Step it back high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Maybe you go all the way down through a cobra or hold a high plank. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Just a couple breaths here to pedal it out. Send your hips high. Take any strain out of the low back. Full breath in, full breath out. So friends, now we do that same exact sequence, one breath to one movement. This is your flow. Shift the weight into your left foot. Inhale, your right leg high, knee high, scorpion dog. Exhale, knee to nose. We're skipping the hip circles. Inhale, right knee, scorpion dog, up. Exhale, knee across, tap your left upper arm. Inhale, three-leg dog, right leg high, long, up and back. Exhale, low lunge, step between your palms. Inhale, warrior two, spin up and open with your breath. Exhale, extended side angle, opportunity to add a half point on here if you want it. Inhale, reverse your triangle, long line of energy, three-pointed star, hips forward. Exhale, full triangle, Trikonasana, hips go back. Inhale, reverse your triangle, move and flow with your breath, create your poetic story. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, your left knee up, scorpion dog. Exhale, knee to your nose. Inhale, scorpion dog, left knee up. Exhale, knee to your opposite upper arm. Inhale, three-leg dog, get long. Exhale, low lunge, step through. Inhale, warrior two, rise up. Exhale, extended side angle, any half or full bind work, add it on. Inhale, reverse your triangle. Exhale, full triangle, Trikonasana. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, high to low plank. Inhale, breath upward facing dog. Nice work, friends. Exhale, downward facing dog. Awesome job. Full breath in, full breath out. So third time's a charm. That's where we get to play and add on some more fun stuff. So a couple add-ons, you got it, stay with it. Shift the weight into your left foot. Inhale, right leg up and back, scorpion dog. Pause here is our first change. Maybe you look over the top of your left shoulder and see your toes. You can squeeze, flex your toes, wave high, maybe roll your ankle.
Option for wild thing, gently bring those toes to the ground, reach your right arm up and overhead, lift your hips and heart to the sky. Actively pressing through your left palm and your left and right foot, lift the heart higher. Maybe you let the eyes fall back at the earth or the room behind you. Last breath in. And as you exhale, bring your right palm under your shoulder and your right knee all the way over to your opposite arm. So twisting it away and extend your right leg straight out for fallen star, fallen bridge. Left palm to the sky. It's like a side plank. Option to keep your knee squeezed in. Extend your foot, rest it on the ground. Impulses, whatever you need. Hips are stacked. Hold here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep your leg extended out. 2 palms planted under your shoulders. Lift your back heel high. Add a little push up right here. Elbows back, shoulders forward. Breathe in as you lower. Exhale, press it up. Squeeze your knee right into your chest or nose from here. And step it right forward to your low lunge. Woo, some core work. Nice. Inhale, warrior 2. Here we are. Rise up, breathe, full breath. Take another inhale. Extended side angle on your breath. Inhale, shift and move. Here you go. If you want to bind, take it or leave it. Inhale, reverse your triangle. Hips forward. Exhale, full triangle. Hips back. Pause. Here's another option. You can stay, or maybe you want half moon. Balancing, keep your right foot planted right where it is. Start to slowly draw, glide, slide your left leg up and back. Root down on your one standing leg. You extend your arms to the sky. If you have a block, take it under your right hand. Flex your toes and stack hips. Find your focal point to guide you. Keep your big toe rooted in the ground, shoulders in your back. Core tight. Woo, hold for 4. 3, if you fall out, it's fine. Come back to us. 2, slowly land on 1, back toes down. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And exhale, high to low plank, palms to the earth. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time, friends. Inhale, left knee up, scorpion dog, and pause. Maybe you look over your right shoulder, see your toe, give yourself a little wave. An option for flip dog. Slowly lift your left palm, bring your left toes to the ground, press through your right palm, your left foot, and the right edge of your foot. Lift your hips and heart. Let your palm, left palm reach back. Maybe your gaze reach back. One more inhale. Can you lift your hips and heart a little higher? And as you exhale, left palm to the ground, left knee to your nose, or all the way over to your right arm rather. Then extend your left foot out, open your right palm as supported side plank. This has got several names: fallen bridge, fallen star, bridges cross. You can let your foot hang, keep it in, or maybe you pulse it up. Hips level, actively press the earth away. We'll be here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Foot stays extended, 2 palms under your shoulders, lift your back heel. A little push up right here. Bend your elbows back towards your torso and press it back up. Knee to your nose. And then low lunge, step forward. Woo! Warrior 2. Collect your breath, your thoughts, your motivational mind, and rise up. Extend through your palms, breath in. Extended side angle, breath out with or without any binds. Amazing work, friends. Inhale, reverse your triangle, nice straight front leg. And exhale, full triangle, Trikonasana, and pause. Half moon's right here for you. Again, if you have a block, you can have it in front of your mat. Maybe you use a wall for your toe or your, slowly glide that right foot up. And then stack your hips, shoulders down your back. Flex your toes. Really stay rooted in your left foot. Your right palm can always stay at your hip if you prefer. Right, any variations that serve you. If you come out, just meet us back in it. Hold for 4, 3, 2, and slowly land on 1. Back toes down. Inhale, reverse your warrior, full side body stretch and breath. And exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Amazing job, friends.
few rounds of breath right here on your own. Any organic movement, sway, hips side to side, bend your knees, pedal it out, take what you need. Find some stillness. One last big breath in and big breath out. And on your inhale, come down to your knees. Make your way to your seat. We're ready for some belly up core. Get us all ignited so we can add on what we need. Hope you're all having a good time. That was a lot of work. Take a small sip of water if you need it and meet us on our back. I'm gonna lower it all the way down. You can round your low back, mid back, up back, whatever you need. And to start, we're gonna have yogi bike, so elbows out wide. And stack your knees over your hips, parallel your shins to the ground, flex your toes, take a breath in. And as you exhale, lift and twist, opposite elbow to knee, extend and actively engage your opposite leg, center and twist other side, just switching side to side. Exhale for the twist. You can go slow, you can go fast, just stay with your breath, let your head be heavy in your hands, elbows wide, keep your feet actively engaged. And instead of drawing your knee closer to your hip or to your shoulder, rather your elbow, try to bring your elbow up by lifting your shoulder, keeping your knee over your hip when it's in that crunched position. Exhale for that twist. 8 more, 7, 6, 5 more, last 4, 3 to go, last 2. Extended leg holds out in 1. Keep it engaged. Let's pulse those toes to the sky for 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side swap. Pulse those toes straight up to the sky for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees to chest. Woo. Maybe you pull your knees out wide, wag your dog tail or shimmy side to side. Take a big breath in, a big breath out. One more full inhale and exhale. Nice. Now heels to the sky. Flex your toes down to your hip creases, and your palms can be by your sides to the ground to support you. Pelvis lifts or hip lifts, whatever you want to call it. As you exhale, you're just going to lift your pelvis up. You're doing the lift by engaging your core, squeezing it all in together and trying to lift. You can support yourself with your hands to get a little bit higher. Reach your toes, the soles of your feet straight up. Last 8, 6, 5, 4 more. Last 3, and 2, and 1. You can hug your knees in. Maybe you rock side to side, whatever rest you need. Take a big breath in, and out. Nice job, friends. Grab behind your thighs and we'll rock and roll up to boat pose. So give yourself at least 3 rocks here to build some momentum. Then you can come up and set it up, remove the extra flesh from your sit bones, grab behind your shins and lean back. So you have a 45-degree gaze where the wall meets the ceiling. And you can either stay here with your feet planted using your core. Maybe you hover your toes, palms can stay by your thighs. Or maybe you extend and find those straight legs. You've got so many options here. Stay on your sit bones. Make sure you're not rounding into your back. Keep everything nice and straight. And just hold for 4, 3 clamshells and 2, and 1. Hands to heart. Bend your knees, open up wide, and seal it off. Open, close, open, close. This is our last bit of core. Make sure you're not rounding your back. So you want to light up the front line. Keep everything straight up. Last 4, 3, 2, last one, best one. And grab behind your thighs, rock and roll again a number of times here. Get some release. And when you're ready, cross your ankles, Sphinx pose. A little break and a little core stretch. You can cross the ankles, send your legs back. Release your legs along, come down to your forearms and melt your heart forward, actively drawing your elbows back, elbows under your shoulders. So you want to gaze softly past your nose. Have some space between your shoulders and your ears. So your core is stretching, but your legs are engaged, toes are untucked, glute is slightly activated, quads are slightly activated. Maybe you look over your shoulders. Maybe you do some neck rolls. It's really your time. Got a few breaths here. So your shoulders stay stacked over your elbows and are actively drawing back energetically, heart pulling forward. Take a couple more rounds of breath. Let it feel good. And we'll press back to our child's pose when you're ready once more. Rise up to your palms. This time, if you want, your knees can be together, toes untucked, send your body back, forehead to the ground, maybe arms long by your sides. Or if you prefer, you can separate your knees, keep your toes touching behind you. The arms can go long in front of you if you prefer. Some light compression on your stomach, in your chest. Little rounding and stretch on the low back, releasing any tension there. Just a couple more rounds of breath. Let's take one more big breath in together. And part your lips, H-A-ha. Sigh that breath out. Bring your palms back by your shoulders, press into them. Inhale, rise up to tabletop, tuck your toes. Downward facing dog as you exhale, hips up and back. Take a moment to settle into your shape. And let's move on. Amazing job today. Got a bit more to go. Inhale, soften your knees, look forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your space. Walk, hop, float, whatever it takes. Halfway lift, breath in. Forward fold, breath out. Inhale, chair, Utkatasana. Same as before. Send your hips down and back. Biceps about by the ears, thumbs out, pinkies in. Sit a little bit deeper. We're going to take this into our eagle pose. So right elbow underneath the left. You can touch shoulders, wrap the backs of the palms, or double wrap the arms. Right foot steps up and over, crossing over the left leg. Your foot can fly. Kickstand it on the ground or tuck it behind you. So we want to sit nice and deep. Lots of inner thigh rotation. Everything squeezing to the midline. Try to level your hips as you sit even deeper. Draw your elbows up to your shoulder height and lengthen your forearms forward. Fill all that space in back, all that space in between the spine and your shoulders, the rhomboids. Get a little stretch, a little tuck of your chin so that you can reach more length through the crown of your head. One more breath in. And can you sit a little deeper, breath out? Now, as you inhale, unwind to one leg mountain, hands to the sky, right knee lifts. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Oops. So you want the knee about in line with your hip, hips level, using the lift knee. And then adding on extended toe pose, take your right arm to your inner thigh, capture peace fingers around your big toe. Now you can stay here or stay in one leg mountain, or take a breath in to hug your knee in. Now on your exhale, kick your heel forward. And here's a good place to stay. If you want more, start to swivel open, opening up your inner thigh a little more. Maybe you even take your opposite palm, open up, spread your fingers wide. Find your focal point to guide you, rooted in your foot. Maybe you even start to look over the left arm, past the left shoulder and the fingers. I want you to feel tall and long in your spine, active in your standing leg and quad, and open across your heart, your pelvis. One more breath in and out. Use your inhale to slowly draw your heel forward. Keep your heel hovered here and reach your arms to the sky. Stay here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Airplane pose. Sweep your leg back, sweep your arms back, high five the earth, triceps squeeze together. A little bit of an up dog lift to your heart. So we're slightly lifting up, looking forward a bit, not at our pedicures. You can flex your toes, wrap your pinky side toe to the ground to level your hips. If you prefer, you can take this hands to heart or reach forward for warrior 3, adding on a little bit. Find your deep breath here. Squeeze your navel to your spine. Can you find some more length as you hover in space? Last breath in. Low lunge on your breath out. Try to bring your palms and toes to touch at the same time on the ground. Back knee to the earth. Half splits. Extend your left leg forward. Nice long leg. Toes flex back to your heart. We want the right hip and knee stacked, and then both hips level together. So your left hip isn't actively more forward than the right. They're level on the same plane. I like to think of halfway lifts here with my breath and spine, and then folding from the hip creases on my exhale. Just a couple minutes of breath right here. Take your time. And one more breath in to find that expansion in your side bodies and your spine. And last breath out to fold just a little bit deeper, maybe forehead towards your thigh, your shin. Nice. And on your inhale, low lunge. So plant the sole of your foot, tuck your back toes, level hips. Then slowly rise all the way up and open to your warrior two. Left knee is tracking forward over your toes. Right foot is in the ground. Full breath in. Extended side angle on your breath out. And here's where we want to really work that bind if it's possible for us today. If not, a belt or a strap will do. Interlacing the fingers around either each other or that belt or that strap. So here's birds of paradise. Look down at your front left foot. Step your back leg halfway up and then all the way up like you would for a fold, both feet parallel to the ground. Root down in your right foot, shift the weight there. Lift your left toes up, keeping your bind. Slowly inhale and rise up to standing with your bind, left knee lift. Find your balance first. And when you can start to open your heart and your hips, maybe you start to extend your left toes up and either point them or flare your toes. Maybe you have a wall nearby to help assist you. Want to stay nice and open. Nice, Karen. Lucy. Yeah, Zavi. Yeah, Jacob. I see you all. Kirsten, amazing job. Open the hips and heart. Let's hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bend your knee. Slowly bring your left toes to the ground and release your bind to a forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale just to clean the slate. And exhale, fold again, gorilla pose. Lift your toes, slide your palms face up underneath your feet. So step on your toe. You can also do big toe grab instead if you prefer. Now take a breath in and lengthen and straighten your arms, straighten your core, your spine, your legs. And then on your exhale, fold in half, actively pull your elbows out wide, drawing your torso closer to your thighs. You nod your head no and yes right here. Nice, heavy like a bowling ball, head to the earth. Find a couple of rounds of breath. Shoulder out of the ears. Try to find some softness. Last breath in. On your exhale, release your palms from your feet. Halfway lift, inhale. And Chaturanga Dandasana, high to low plank, or just go straight back to your downward facing dog. Take what you need in your practice today. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing. We've got one more time the other side. You got this. Inhale, soften your knees, look forward. Exhale, walk, hop, float, top of your space. Halfway lift, breathe in. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, chair, Utkatasana, sit down and back. And then eagle on the left elbow under your right. You can find your shoulders, tap the backs of your hands, or a wrap, double wrap. Right foot is base, left foot steps up and over. Tuck it in or kickstand it, whatever feels right. And then try to sit down and back, level hips, core tight, long spine. Focal point to guide you. Lift your elbows a little bit up in line with shoulders and lengthen forward to fill all that spaciousness in the back and the shoulders. And can you sit a little deeper here? One more breath in. Last breath out. Slowly inhale, one leg mounts and unwind your arms. Left knee comes all the way up. And exhale, hands to your hips. A big toe grab. Round 2, other side. Take your left palm through the inner thigh, peace fingers to big toe. And you can take a nice breath in to hug and squeeze your knee just a little bit. And use your exhale breath to extend your heel forward right out of your hip socket. Don't worry about how bent or straight your leg is. We're just working on getting more hamstring and hip opening. And stay or open it up. Down in your right foot, focal point to guide you here. Some nice deep breaths. Maybe you look past your right palm or shoulder. Feeling that openness, you got it. Toes stay flexed, actively trying to extend the heel. On your next inhale, glide your leg forward out of your hip socket, arms to side. Try to hold your leg there using the quad core. Lift the toes a little higher. Breath in. And exhale, airplane pose. Fly back, extend your heel behind you. Staying nice and rooted in your strong standing leg, toes in the ground. Up dog lift to the heart. Draw your triceps closer together behind you. Squeeze shoulders down your back. Level hips, navel to spine, core tight. And feel all that length you create. Nice, friends. One more breath in. Exhale, low lunge, slowly lower to the ground. Back knee down, half splits. Extend your right heel forward. Nice long leg. Toes magnetize back towards your heart. Sure your hips are level, parallel with one another, and then left hip and knee stacked. Breathe in, creating more space in your spine, your side bodies. Breathe out to fold. Keep a micro bend in your knee. Letting your breath do some work. Last inhale, get long. Last exhale, fold a little deeper. And inhale to a low lunge. Plant your foot, lift your back knee. And then come all the way up. Warrior two, rise, rise, rise up, open up. Full breath in. And exhale, extended side angle. And here's our bind. Last binds here, really worked into it. Use your belt if you need it. Heart stays up and open here to start. The only time we close off our heart is when we enter birds of paradise. If you're ready for that, look at your front foot. Step your left foot halfway up and then all the way forward, two toes pointing to the top of your mat. Really grab into your bind, shift your weight to your left foot. Start to rise up to your right toes. Keeping that bind, slowly find your rooted balance. Come up to standing, take your time. Get grounded, open your hips, your heart. And then last little bit would be feeling comfy with your leg. Maybe you start to extend out to the side and try to point and flare your toes, keeping everything on the left side body long in one line. Focal point to guide you. Hold for 4, 3, 2. Nice, Kirsten and Jacob. 1, Karen, awesome job. Bend your knee. Slowly bring your right toes back to the ground and forward fold all the way in half. Halfway lift, inhale to clean the slate. And forward fold once more. Gorilla pose, round 2. Either piece first to big toe or slide your palms face up under your feet. So you can wiggle your toes on your wrists, a little wrist massage. Then find everything straight and long. Your arms, your legs, your spine, breath in. And then fold, breath out. Elbows actively bend out to the sides. Peel your torso closer in towards the thighs. Bend your knees as much as you need or find your chair legs. And head hangs heavy here. A couple breaths. We'll take one more big full breath in. And exhale, release your palms from your feet. Halfway lift, inhale, breath. Last chaturanga dandasana of class. You can take it or you can skip it. We'll meet in our downward facing dog either way. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. A little pedal out right here. Full deep breath, some organic movement. One more breath in. And exhale, release your knees to the earth. Bring your sit bones to the ground. We'll find a wide-legged forward fold. So extend your legs out as wide as it's comfortable. Maybe you challenge yourself, go a little deeper, but if your knees ever feel in pain, draw them closer together. Toes stay actively flexed to the sky, active full legs. You can stay right here, or you can fold forward. You can fold as deep as you want to go to forearms or palms, maybe slowly inching all the way down to the ground. So I want to make sure you keep breathing full belly breaths. Maybe returning to your Ujjayi breath in and out of your nose. Side body's long, legs active. You've got about 3 breaths. Take one more nice long breath in. Can you find and feel the last little bits of length in your spine? And full breath out to get just that much deeper towards the earth. Use your palms planted and spread wide as you inhale. Erect spine comes all the way back up. And as you exhale, draw your left sole of foot into the right inner thigh. Sit bones stay grounded. Janasirsasana, so it's a side body stretch yet again. So taking your arms up, sit bones grounded, and as you exhale, folding over that right leg. Maybe your just right palm stays grounded and you grab for your ear. Maybe you come all the way down, reaching as far as you can, keeping the heart up and open. Make sure your left sit bone stays grounded into the earth. Nice opening in the ribs. Last breath in and out. And gently rise back up, inhale. And exhale your hands by your side. Okay, last final shape going into compass pose. Take your right leg cradle pose. So it's kind of like the sole of your foot comes into your elbow crease, your bicep, and maybe you wrap your other arm around and support your leg. We want the sit bones to stay grounded, and instead of rounding or hunching, just pull it all in like you're really hugging your little baby close to your chest, your heart. You can gently shimmy side to side. Keep your toes flexed to help protect your knee joint. It's kind of like a pigeon shape right here, getting into our hip. Okay, from this shape, we go to backpack. So backpack is basically your leg becomes your backpack strap. Take your leg as best as you can on top of your shoulder and plant your right palm in the ground, fingers face the edge. No worries if you don't get it on your shoulder anywhere, elbow above the elbow will do. From here, right palm in the ground, left palm to your foot, start to kick your foot, open up like you're looking through a picture window between your leg and your upper arm that's grabbed that foot, and flex your toes. Just stay here, sit bones in the ground. You can always lengthen and straighten your right arm a little bit more. Just hold for a couple deep breaths, not too long. Take one more inhale. And on your exhale, slowly release, come out, bend your knee, slowly rise up. Woo. And find butterfly pose, two soles of your feet together. Maybe you massage your feet with your thumbs, roll your shoulders down your back. And you can stay here, you can fold. Maybe you make some circles like cat's cows as you come forward, you open your heart. And as you round back, you cat round your spine. And if you choose circles, just go about 3 times in one direction and switch 3 times in the other direction. Or just stay upright and let your eyes float closed for just a moment. And then slowly coming back up to a long spine. Accentuate, elongate your left leg, right sole of foot into your left inner thigh. Sit bones grounded. Janasirsasana, arms to the sky. Now as you exhale, it's that side body stretch over to your left. An option to stay a little more upright, support yourself with your palm or forearm. Maybe you mill all the way, reaching for your toes, but make sure your heart doesn't collapse here. Keep it up and open. Right hip stays rooted into the earth. Just a couple more cycles of breath. Use your next inhale to rise your spine all the way back up. And exhale your arms down. And cradle pose, this time taking your left sole of foot to your left or your right bicep rather. And just give yourself a little love. Take any rounding out of your spine. Your shoulders are in your back. Your heart is nice and high with the ribs knit in. Widen across your collarbones and flex your toes. When you're ready, backpack strap, here it is, coming at you. Take your left leg on top of your left shoulder as best you can, trying to get it above your elbow. Left palm to the ground, fingers face the front of your mat. Grab your foot, breath in. And exhale, start to kick your heel and peel forward like a picture window, extending through your leg, making some room with your arm to try to get a nice long leg. Flexed toes, sit bones down, 2 breaths. Last breath in and out. Slowly bend your knee, press yourself back upright. Last butterfly pose right here. 2 feet together. You can stay up or feel free to fold and round chin into chest, kind of counteracting everything we've been doing. The sides, maybe your forearms to the ground instead of on your feet. Full belly breaths in. Nice deep breaths out. Let's take one more like that. Full belly breath in. Nice deep breath out. And inhale, slowly rise your spine back up and extend your legs forward in front of you. Coming to our back to finish off your class. Lower all the way down, low back, mid back, up back. And then plant your feet hips width distance apart for bridge pose. Hips as close as you can, skimmy them into your heels, or heels rather skimmied into your hips, of course. Palms into the ground. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, lift your hips and heart to the sky. Keep your gaze up at the sky. Maybe you walk your shoulders underneath you. And actively press your feet down. And imagine lengthening your shins forward and your shoulders back to get a little more roundness and lift, taking a little bit more pressure, possibly off your lumbar spine. Chin stays off of your chest. Gaze stays up at the sky. Press down and lift just a little bit higher. One last full deep breath in. Open your heart just a little more. And on your exhale, slowly lower your upper back, your mid back, and your low back. Soles of feet together, knees out wide, Supta Baddha Konasana. Maybe bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your stomach. Just take a moment to tune back in with your breath. Actively feeling the rise and fall as you take your breath and as it leaves your body. And with your next inhale, hug your knees into your chest, slowly draw them together to your arms out wide and release your knees stacked over to the left side of your space. A supine twist. Feel free to shimmy your left hip to the middle of your mat if you need. Right shoulder stays grounded. Chin off of chest. You can look up or to the right. Just a couple breaths right here. And last breath in. And out. And use your inhale to draw your knees back into your chest. Yourself that nice little squeeze. Teed out arms. Release your knees to the right when you're ready. I'm going to shimmy your right hip again into the middle of your mat. This time to stack your hips. Look up or to the left. Both shoulders stay grounded. Some space for your throat. Chin and ear away from your shoulder. A couple breaths. And start to check in, soften your jaw. Furrow your brow. With your next inhale, hug your knees back into your chest. Just a couple of breaths for happy babies. So you can grab the soles of your feet or your thighs. Extend your heels or stay nice and compact with your toes flexed, whatever you want to do. Invite in some motion, gently swaying. Open heart, open nice widen abdomen from side to side. When you're ready to close off your practice, friends, knees to chest, give yourself a tight squeeze into a nice little ball, maybe bowing your chin, nose, or forehead up towards your knees. And just a little wrap of self-love, of self-assurance that you are awesome. Take one more breath in and release to Shavasana with your exhale. Let your body get long and wide. Take up space, palms to the sky. Feet flop open to the side. And tuck your shoulders underneath you, lengthening them down away from your ears. Maybe you open and close your mouth, wriggle your nose a couple of times, and then soften your face, soften your cheeks, your brow, your tongue. Just a couple of moments here before we move on. Starting to draw some awareness back into the power of your breath. Maybe you come back to longer inhales, 5 count maybe, and shorter, more rapid exhales, 3 count maybe. Just a reminder that sometimes the worst place you can be is your own head. And idle minds can spin stories, weave stories, create things that aren't really there or true. Which is ironic because the biggest source of our motivation is our own thoughts. It's our mindset. So that's why it's so important to remind yourself of all your wins, to surround yourself with people that fill you up, that make you happy, to do stuff that makes you happy, and to keep reminding yourself of your goals. Friends, if you're ready to move on and close your practice, start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Maybe roll your wrists and your ankles. You can take that big, long, good morning stretch if you'd like. Point your toes, reach your arms long overhead. Maybe hug your knees into your chest. Gently drifting your knees off to your favorite side, resting there for a moment. Bicep can be your pillow. Then if and when you are ready, supporting yourself up, eyes heavy, lazily making your way back up to a seat, nice and comfy. Sit bones grounded, shoulders down your back, lean back in space just a little. You'll feel your core light up as you do. Maybe you drop your chin gently down towards your chest and let your eyes stay heavy or float closed. Bring your hands to your heart if you'd like. I'm going to thank you all for sharing this space and this time together with me today. I'm honored to be a guide, and I'm honored to be here. From my heart to yours. Namaste.